Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of Chasing 518. Today, I'm gonna drive this home. It's gonna be a problem. And I brought 2 spare tires again, and I got here and realized the truck actually has 3 flat tires. Let's get started. Okay, so I went and did the sensible thing and I brought 2 spare tires. I got one in the back seat and one in the trunk. And then I got here and realized the truck actually has 3 flat tires. So I'm hoping that maybe one just got pulled off the bead and that I can get it put back on, or that maybe there's a spare with some air in it. So we'll get that figured out. First thing I'm gonna do is unload all my tools, get it jacked up and get started. Dang dogs. At first thought, I was like, oh, I'll get some air in the tires and get it sitting level so I can check the oil, but it's actually sitting really level because it's parked on an uphill parking lot with the flat tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start by making sure it's got some fluids in it, coolant, oil, and that it starts. So let's see what we got. Oil's almost full. That's good. Looks right. Bottle's pretty empty, but I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Power steering looks like it's been leaking. I'm not sure if that's because of the accident or maybe it was over full. It's got fluid in it. All right, basics look good. Let's fire this thing up. Let the glow plugs do their thing. This truck also has a gear vendor's overdrive on it, which is pretty cool. I've never owned a truck with that. Not entirely sure how it works, but we'll check it out. All right, let's see what we get. Sweet, just like a 7.3. Both fuel tanks look pretty empty, so I don't think I'll run it too long. Sounds great. All right, let's get some wheels and tires on this thing. All right, you probably saw in the time lapse, I went ahead and put both the tires I brought on the front because I know they're in somewhat decent shape and I just had them balanced. So I'll put those on the steering axle because it looks like the one that held air that was on the front probably skidded in the side swipe accident. So it's got a little flat spot. So I'm gonna put it on the back where this one obviously is not doing its job anymore. And then I'll see if I can get one of the other tires inflated, or maybe I can use the spare. Not sure if it'll come through in the video, but I think the axle got knocked back on that passenger side. So I expect this thing to crab walk a little bit. I think it'll be more obvious once I get it out, get it out of this parking space and can park it somewhere flat and straight. So I think it's kind of clear here what the misalignment is. I'm guessing this just all got pushed back. Is that frame rail got, I'm guessing as the frame rail got shoved in, this just kind of got pushed back. Just look at this shackle angle compared to the other side. I'm not sure if I could it's still sitting on the pins. Alright, spare's got air in it. Let's see if we can get the spare tire out. Problem. So these closed-end lug nuts aren't deep enough to run the steel wheel, which has a really thin mounting surface, versus the alloys that were on here were much thicker. I'm guessing if I just keep tightening though, it'll just blow out the ends of the lug nuts and get the wheel tight, because right now the lug nuts are bottomed out on the studs. Trying. I think the easiest thing to do is going to be to take my cutoff wheel and cut these lug nuts so that they're open lug nuts, and I can put them on as deep as I need to. It's either that or take this tire and the other one down to a tire shop and get this tire put on one of those rims, but I don't really want to take the time to do that or spend the money, so let's modify these. All right, that worked. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'll probably chock the front. I'm gonna jack the entire rear axle off the ground, start the truck up, put it in gear and run it, and just make sure like the axle itself isn't bent, that everything rotates. That'll let me look at the drive shaft. Looks like the exhaust got pushed into the drive shaft, so I'll probably have to sawzall that off too. But let's do that. Okay, well, the wheels spun easily. Nothing looked bent, so I'm gonna pull it out of the parking space, and looks like I can do a little lap here in this little RV overflow where he's got it parked. Let's see how the test drive goes. What a train wreck. Alright, let's load up the tools and strap that camper shell down and get home. Well, I made it a few miles, but the temperature gauge is climbing and there wasn't any coolant in the overflow bottle, so bought a gallon of coolant here at AutoZone. Check it, top it off. I got to go up a pretty good hill, Conejo grade, if anybody's familiar with that on the 101. So I'm gonna see if I can safely get a radiator cap off and add some coolant to this thing. You know what's funny is none of these battery terminals are even attached. I might go back in and see if they have battery terminal bolts. Okay, second gallon going in here. Let's see how far we make it.
Right. He's a really good racer and he's been riding with you guys, right? So I want to see more of that. I want to see them feed more young people into that opportunity. Okay, we're going to put this young person in and this young person, you know, in.
Okay, that's a wrap. Truck's parked for now. I need some ideas what to do with it. Straighten the frame, put a cab on it, daily drive it, part it out, cut the frame off, 4-link the rear, make it a rock crawler, put Super Duty axles under it. I don't know. You guys let me know. Put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.